evening again. I call the 9th meeting to order of the House State Government Committee. We had prayer and the pledge this morning, so Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll at this time?
Representative Decker.
Present.
Representative Donworth.
Here.
Representative Gentry. Representative Griffey.
Here.
Representative Hancock.
Here.
Representative Hodgson. Representative Huff.
Here.
Representative Imes.
Here.
Representative Johnson.
Here.
Representative Lehman.
Here.
Representative Lewis. Here. Representative Maddox.
Here.
Representative Proctor.
Present.
Representative Tate.
Here.
Representative Thompson. Representative Tipton. Representative Williams.
Here.
Representative Whitten.
Here.
Vice Chair Raymer.
Here.
Chair Hale.
Present. We do have a quorum for this meeting, and we are constituted to do business in this committee. Again, as always, just a quick reminder, please make sure your cell phones are on silent. We only have one item on our agenda this afternoon, and that is House Bill 283 that is sponsored by Representative Sharp. It is an act relating to foreign transactions in the Commonwealth. Representative Sharp, before you begin, please, would you introduce yourself for the record at this time?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Committee members, I'm Representative Scott Sharp of the 100th District.
Thank you, sir. We do have a proposed committee substitute to House Bill 283. I know that has not been out too long, but I hope everybody has got a chance to take a quick glance at that. Before we do a motion and a vote on that, I want Representative Sharp to please give us information, sir, of what this committee sub is and what it does and what's the difference from the original bill.
Okay, the difference from the original bill, Mr. Chairman, committee, on the sub is at the request of the Kentucky Association of Manufacturers. They wanted to make sure that it was spelled out and clear through the entire bill that this is focusing on adversarial government. So in that process, we made sure that we said adversary foreign governments in a lot of places in this bill when it was referenced. We also added in a section for CFR 22 CFR section 126.1, which actually lists the adversarial foreign governments that this bill is going to apply to. We also added in section 1, paragraph 8 on the fourth page. I'm sorry, the fourth page at the bottom at the request of another entity.
All right, thank you, sir. We do need to get another motion on that and a second on the sub. We have a motion from Representative Huff, a second from Representative Hodgson. Is there any questions or discussion on the committee sub? Seeing no discussion on the committee sub, all in favor of the adoption of the committee sub to House Bill 283, would you please say aye? Any opposed? The committee sub is adopted unanimously. Representative Sharp, you now can proceed explaining to us House Bill 283 as amended by the committee substitute.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Committee, this bill was drafted and with all the adversarial stuff that's going on across the world, that I thought it was probably pertinent that the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security, specifically their intelligence section, review foreign transactions, adversarial foreign transactions that happen within the Commonwealth. And as they do that, this bill basically says if they find a threat in the review of all that, they'll either refer it to the appropriate authorities, whether it be the federal side or the state side, for whatever action they deem appropriate. And that pretty much narrows it down. There's a section in here where they will report at least twice a year to the director of the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security. They'll give a report of how many they've reviewed, what they've come up with. They will also do the same for the chairs, the co-chairs of the Oversight and Investigation Committee, so that they know also what's going on.
We do have a motion on the bill, and there is a second. First question, we have a couple of questions, but the first question, Representative Sharp, on page two, line 16, where it states that the executive director may periodically meet with the center for an update on the status of any review. So they are not really required to meet with them. It's they can if they so choose. Am I correct on that?
You are. They do need to generate a report, but what we did is we put this in so that the director can come down and have oversight of what's going on. And, basically it's a subunit of his organization, so he needs to have oversight so he can come down and take a look at what's going on. And we also, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Representative Lehman, did you have a question, sir?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, please go right ahead.
Thank you. And I just want to say I usually I get suspicious when committee subs come this late, but this is a vast improvement, so I appreciate. But I do have the question on, I guess, paragraph 8 in section 1 on the back page. That this, there's carve-outs about, manufacturers registered to conduct business or I guess A and B, is that an and or an or? Is that that is
That's
registered and has more than was prior to 2021 or an
Yeah,
or?
basically this is a grandfather clause for a couple of industries we got here, and it's an and.
Okay. Okay. And can I one follow-up? Are there specific businesses or manufacturing centers you can identify?
Well, we do have a couple. I really don't want to say their names right now, but yeah, there's a couple of them out there, and there was even a concern with one that's not even listed in CFR, 22 CFR. So just to make sure we're identifying who we're targeting and who we're not targeting,
Okay.
that was put in there.
Got it. Thank you.
Representative Hancock?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Just a quick question on, is our Homeland Security not doing this as we speak, or is it just the reporting requirements, or what is this really doing? Because I kind of feel like when we get the Homeland Security reports that these things are being monitored by that department already.
They are not currently doing this. Matter of fact, when we drafted this up, I had the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security director, the former director now, Josh Keaton, come over. And I sat down with him, and I sat down with the supervisor of the Intelligence Fusion Center, and together the three of us with the bill drafter sat down and went through and drafted this bill.
Perfect. Thank
So
you.
one of the things I wanted to make sure is we took as much politics out of this as possible, and that was one of the ways we did this.
Any other discussion? Seeing no further discussion, Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll on House Bill 283 as amended by the committee substitute at this time?
Representative Decker,
Yes.
Representative Donworth,
May I quickly explain my vote, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, right. We know we haven't had a whole lot of time to review this. This is not my area of expertise, so I do want to and do my due diligence. We got it about 20 minutes ago, so I do want to take some time and read it properly. But I appreciate your work on this, and I know you're trying to clean up the language, so thank you, but I'm going to pass for right now.
Representative Gentry,
I'm going to pass too. I'm just now reading the sub.
Representative Griffey,
Yes.
Representative Hancock,
Pass.
Representative Hodgson, Representative Huff,
Yes.
Representative Imes,
Yes.
yes. Representative Johnson,
Yes.
Representative Lehman,
Yes.
Representative Lewis, Representative Maddox,
Yes.
Representative Proctor,
Yes.
Representative Raymer,
Yes.
Representative Tate,
Yes.
Representative Thompson,
Yes.
Representative Tipton,
Yes.
Representative Williams,
Yes.
Representative Witten,
Yes.
Chair Hale.
Yes. Representative Gentry, did you want to change your vote, sir?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair. I will change it to a yes.
Note that Representative Gentry has changed to a yes vote. House Bill 283, as amended by the committee substitute, passes favorably with 18 yes votes. 2 pass votes should do the same on the House floor. Is there a motion for the title amendment to this bill? There is a motion and a second on the title amendment. All in favor of the title amendment, please say yes. Yes. Any opposed? Nope. The title amendment is adopted. Thank everyone today for your time, for being here at 4:30 in the afternoon. We are adjourned.